We build dream homes for people, and yet this space is for people who don't have a home at all.
MADCOW means make a difference, change our world. So it's actually about being in the community, serving those in need. We look after the rough sleepers here in Bendigo, so that means everything from showers, laundry, food, clothing. Friends that live on the street need a place they can call home. And while they haven't got their own home, it's really important to have a space that they feel comfortable in, and that takes time. People feel like they might be ready to make a change because they trust the people they're dealing with. During COVID, it was a winter's morning, there was a man by the name of Graham we found on our doorstep with a black plastic garbage bag over some very light clothes. He'd been discharged from hospital the night before, and he broke our hearts. And from that point on, we said, we need to be doing more than just general food relief and supporting the community. We need to look after the Grahams of the world, the rough sleepers. The old building was hot in the summer, cold in the winter, not fit for purpose. We had inadequate power, we had inadequate heating and cooling for the building, we had one shower, we had inadequate laundry facilities.
The building before we started, it was a dark rubber warren, a lot of extremely outdated surfaces, and I'm surprised that they were using it.
When you look at refurbishing an old building, most builders will probably tell you to pull it down and start again. And one of the things I did work really hard for was to say, I want Ben and Sandra and Bill to do this, because there was just that ability to shift and bend as we went along. He understood the project, he understood why we were doing it, the purpose of the building. He got everything. Ben was happy to find that compromise and say, well, look, we can't afford to do the lot.
That's what I like about building, is finding solutions to those challenges. How can we best work with it to get the outcome that the client needs? The slab was actually compromised. We found that there was actually a 250mm air gap underneath the slab between that and the substrate. So it was suspended and it had fallen away due to erosion underneath. Well, the major delay to this project was in fact an underground water service that no one knew about, which were directly in line with all of our new sewer mains. That cost us a lot of time. It cost us 4 months, just that one pipe alone.
This build has taken 2 years. About 6 months ago, we started to see a glimpse on the horizon, and all of a sudden, the plaster's in and the paint's done, and you're starting to see these spaces come to life. It was such a shift. Now, light, bright, open, the difference is just phenomenal.
Beautiful high-end offices right throughout. Everything's compliant to the current standards. Numerous bathrooms for both staff and the homeless. So yeah, it's an amazing space now. The front facade of this building, the second and third floor, is 100mm thick concrete slab, basically a tilt panel facade. Being opposite a park, being able to bring that greenery into the building, we were able to remove 9 concrete panels off the front facade of the building using a crane from the street, and remove those panels and install floor-to-ceiling windows up there, which has really brought in the light to those upper floors and the office spaces up there.
The light in the building is just chalk and cheese to what it was. The natural light is just amazing. The kitchen and laundry facilities, where all the work's done, are just next level for us. We never thought we'd be doing an elevator. There's so many people that could not access upstairs, and that includes some of our team members that now can access upstairs. In the last month particularly, I'm bringing staff through. I brought Fiona through here. She was in tears because she hadn't been back for a few months. Seen the overwhelming change, and I think it's also honouring all the work the homeless team have done as well, because they've done some work in some pretty average conditions. So when I see them beaming, because this is your space, it's just amazing.
We are delighted to be here now to see this wonderful space truly transformed, finished, furnished and ready to be put to work in the service of those in need.
Having had a tour of the building, I am gobsmacked by what has happened here. The number of specialist services that can now run here, alongside the showers and washing machines for homeless, the meals they have, just blown me away.
Our community, our city will all benefit from it.
And to think some of these beams and things around here are part of the original build keeps the old building alive in our hearts a little bit as well, because there's a lot of history here now, and we're going to make some new history in this space.
It's important to us to be able to give back to the community here with MADCOW, supporting the homeless and those that are less fortunate than ourselves. But to be able to be involved with that process was important to us, and it's a real honour to be a part of the process with MADCOW.
We've never had the money for this building, and we still don't. But all these donors have paid for this building. It's just an absolute blessing. What I would love to look back in 10 years' time, and people would think that's where you go, where people care for you. I wanted a place of peace. I wanted a place of love where people feel they can come in as they are and they will be looked after. That's it. Make a difference, change our world.